how it goes.
It's Kobe,
You know what
baby.
time it is, man. We in the
What's up,
motherfucking
Juan?
building. It's the fucking Jones Hour. It's Tuesday. It's 8 p.m. And we fucking live, man. What's really fucking good, man? Kush,
Yo,
show me
Jonesy.
some fucking love, man.
What, come on, baby.
And Asin,
Yes, sir.
And
what's
Acid.
good, yo?
Yeah.
In the building, yo. Well, let me properly introduce who this right here next to me, man.
It's Kush, you already know.
Fit X.
And you know who this to the left.
Jones.
2 times.
We born to die.
Facts. Oh, we got people early. Sons and foe. People early out
Sons
here,
and
man.
foe.
People early out here. First of
Word,
all, man,
man.
if you don't know where it's at, man, this is the Jones Hour, man. We always live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. on the IG. Follow us, the Jones Hour. Follow my man, Kush _talk _radio. You know, we do this shit every fucking week. Plus, we on all these platforms. Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon, Iheartradio, and YouTube, man. So you got us everywhere, man.
Get
So
at us, man.
make sure you holler at us. Be on the lookout for some more merch. Just another shirt that my man's made. AM Print NY,
Fire.
man. Facts, yo. Look him up on IG. You know how that do. Plus, man, we got another shout out. My man Moneybagz. You know, he's a former guest. You know, he do the body language shit. He dropped another track this week, man. It's fire. Peep that. Called Legacy.
Legacy.
Yeah, man. So
Fire.
will be in the
Moneybagz,
description.
man. He was doing this thing.
Pure fire.
He always doing this thing,
The
man.
links will be in the description.
Facts. And you already know, man. Hit
Yo.
us up, call in 347-586-1676, man. We accepting all phone calls, man. Nice and early. Where my papers at? Oh man. It's on the floor. Let's get it. Where we starting?
Let's do
Where we
this,
start
Brutus.
at? We ready for the
Yes, sir.
baloncesto, man? We ready for the NBA playoffs? Playoffs?
Baloncesto? Baloncesto?
You're ready.
Baloncesto.
Facts, man. Well, you know, it's been a crazy week since the last time we was on. Yeah, we gonna get right into this Brooklyn shit, man. I think we started with Brooklyn, Game 7, Milwaukee, right?
Word.
Right?
Yep.
Word.
So, off rip, we know Kyrie wasn't gonna play. Off rip, we know Harden wasn't 100%.
He was half-legged.
And we all knew that for them to do anything, KD had to take over the game and pull up one of those other 50-point performances that he had in the previous game or the second game before that. You know what I'm saying? And where was they left at, man? They couldn't capitalize on the opportunity. You know, I mean, you had a Milwaukee team that I think was not confident. They wasn't 100% confident. And I think going into Game 7, I think in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they had the opportunity or should have seized the moment to take that W. Take that W, you know what I'm saying? So,
Shit was crazy, though. Shit was crazy. Like, by the way, a lot of people lost their bets. Taking those Brooklyn bets, you know what I mean?
yeah, on a personal level, I don't really bet if it's not for my team. I'm waiting for the sports betting to come. That's something different. Well, I'm just making logical bets where I think something is going to happen. But in terms of, like, personal bets with people and
Yeah,
something
it's
like
good.
that, I don't do it unless unless it's one of my teams. And Brooklyn is not my team, so I wouldn't even bet.
No, I feel you. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, that shit was crazy. And I feel like Durant did, like, what he could, man. Yo, there was a point in the game. He passed it to Harden. And he was like, why the fuck am I passing it to him? And he ran up and, like, got it back. Like, damn, yo, Harden can't do shit right now.
Yeah, nah,
like, he
I think-
forgot. Like, he was gassed. No, like, he was gassed. He was, like, trying to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I think that he hit the big shot. Let's talk about that one. He hit the big shot in terms of the sending it into overtime.
OT.
That shit was beautiful.
Sending it to OT.
Inches away or not less than an inch away from being a 3-pointer, you know? And what happens after that, man? They get the opportunity, the same opportunity where he has the opportunity to hit another game shot or something like that. But he settles for that 3, man. I think what he needed to do was take it to the rack, man. That whole right side was wide open for him. And you see him shoot an air ball, so you obviously know he was tired. He shot from deep on the, like, I understand top of the key, but you still deep, kind of.
Don't forget your train of thought. Side note, did you hear this whole shit that he wears a whole size bigger than his actual shoe size?
No.
I heard that. Like, it's all over. Like, do you believe that he because of comfortability?
I mean,
and they said that was kind of the difference of the 3 too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Was that close?
I didn't
But do
hear
you
that.
believe that?
I didn't hear that. I mean, I think that's just I don't know, bro. I wouldn't give it much validity and shit like that. He still made the shot. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
No.
You know.
At the end.
Yeah. Nah. If that's what it is, then you don't wear those sneakers. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give me that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
People's coming up with these excuses.
Yeah. Always. There's always excuses.
Brooklyn.
You know what I'm saying? KD is definitely not LeBron. Facts.
Wow.
That's a fact. KD is not LeBron, and we're gonna get into that right now. You know what I'm saying? Because if we know LeBron, he's taking over at that moment. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to take it to the rack, get busy, do whatever. You know, and I think that's where the Nets messed up at, man. I think they had Milwaukee on the ropes. That if a second overtime would have happened, they wouldn't have been able to do it. I mean, they only scored 4 points. Brooklyn only scored 2. You know, if you think about the first overtime, that was it. 4 points and 2 points. If you would have just scored the 2 points and if you would have just shot the layup and or a closer shot on that final shot at the end of the first overtime, I think that would have been good for them. But they fucked it up, you know. And LeBron would have probably tried to take it to the rack. And not for nothing, the way LeBron is, he probably would have got a foul called on it too. You know. And you got to think maybe that could have happened also for KD. But,
Shout out Jay Smooth, man. Warm up show.
Facts.
Thursdays, man.
Word. Yeah, we gonna be live with them too.
Word, man.
July 6th, he coming through.
Word, man.
July 6th, he gonna be on Jay Smooth, the warm up show. You already follow
see
them. Highlight Music Group. Download that app.
I agreed with your initial statement that all right, he's not LeBron, and LeBron would have took over, but LeBron would have took over in a different way because LeBron and KD are two different entities, bro. LeBron is a team facilitator. We all know this. He bigs up his team. His mission is to do the best play, the best opportunity, and he'll fucking probably, drive, take that shit to the rack and probably kick it out to fucking Caldwell Pope because he knows he's going to fucking bang that three type of shit. Right? I'm just saying, like, it's different types of players because if you look at it in the perspective of who Durant is, you know what I mean? I feel like Durant did as much as he really could.
No, I agree.
You know
I
I mean?
agree. Like, I just say, like, when
questionable, yes. Questionable with he's fucking taking these threes. You tried to do this step back three, and then you lost the game because you came up with an air ball. Like, bro, at that moment, you could have fucking took it to the rack or do one of your deadly fucking mid-range shots. You know what I mean? At that point. So I feel you on that. You know what I mean?
Word. Yeah, I mean,
other than those questionable shots, he still tried, bro. Like, it's not like he handed the ball off to James Harden and was like, yo, expect this. Even though, you know what I mean? Like, it really comes down to the other players, man. That's the X factor.
Oh, yeah. Bro. So let's bring up someone like Joe Harris. You know what I'm saying? He shot horribly. You know what I'm saying? So we can't pass all the blame on
LeBron's making a small play.
Yeah, we can't pass all the blame. But I would say that, Joe Harris missing all those shots. If I seen his stat in the last 5 games of the series, he only shot 24% from 3. Cuz, what up? 24% from 3. So it's like, if that's what it is, then, and Giannis shot 26 when you compare it, you know? So it doesn't seem like they're able to was able to compensate for some of the offense that they lacked losing, James Harden and Kyrie.
Shitty, Joe.
I mean, Jeff Green, you've seen it. When Jeff Green stepped up that one game and he hit like 7 3-pointers and whatnot, then he was able to help them get that W. Jeff Green stepped up. Like, that's what
absolutely.
They needed. They needed somebody else. They needed somebody else, and it wasn't there for them, and that was, I think, the issue.
You look at it as Middleton did it. You know what I mean? Holiday had some questionable shit, but he still came in with some clutch shots.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unacceptable for Joe Harris. What was that stat? What was that Joe Harris stat and Giannis?
I just said it. Yeah.
No, I know you did.
24 and 26%, and Giannis don't shoot threes. And
what?
And on the check-in, Michael John, shout out to him. He said Joe Harris led the league in 3-point percentage.
Yeah, but like,
so
what
if he led the league in 3-point percentage, and then you're gonna do that, man, that's horrible. That ain't gonna work.
Facts.
So it's like, man,
shit don't make no sense.
He came up super short.
And those are the deciding factors because you look at like it was a close game. Like, the shit went to Durant, making a shot to tie and go to OT and all that.
Facts,
you know what I mean?
man. Join the chat. Join the check-in, man. Call us up. 347-586-1676. 347-586-1676. You already know. Just hit us up and let us know how you feel about these playoff situations, especially what happened with Brooklyn and the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I think the Nets is lucky with the star power that they have, that they still have this for 2 more seasons. That I'm not going to completely kill them because they still have the opportunity to win a chip. It wasn't like this was just 1 year and that was it. So I'm not going to kill them completely just yet, but I am going to say, like, they better get it together, bro. They better get it together, because if you don't, then again, the Nets traded away their future like they did before. And they're going to have to go to a rebuild and do it all over again. But this time you're going to have to keep the LeVert and the Dinwiddie and the other players.
Absolutely.
Which Dinwiddie, he said he don't even want to come. He don't want to re-sign. But then he clowned the Knicks, so he don't even want to come here neither. So fuck him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say about him. But let's talk about also the other Game 7, right?
Let's do it.
We had Atlanta and the Sixers.
Atlanta. That's my typo.
Yeah, it's all right. Atlanta and the...
I Ron Burgundy this shit real quick.
With a question mark.
Atlanta?
Yeah, that place? I don't know where that's at. But...
Atlanta, man. Did it again. You know?
24% is definitely not
favorite player.
24% is definitely not cutting it. You shoot 38 and then drops it to 24. It's not... you ain't going to get shit done with that.
Oh, yeah, nah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we won't get into the Hawks and the Sixers right now.
I mean... Ant's favorite player, man.
Trigga.
Rap Boy.
Trigga.
Rap boy, Rogaine, trick or trade.
Nah, man.
Mr. I score nothing in 3 quarters, but come out in the 4th.
Yo, It don't matter, man.
No Dame Lillard shit.
Yo, he was like 2 for 17 and shit.
Go play.
Yep. You almost had him. But he fucking, I don't know, he rain danced out of it or something. And he had
tears of a puppy.
I was about to say that. He had a puppy tear. And
tears of a pup.
Facts.
A little vial in his bag.
Yeah. That rat bastard got a tear of a puppy.
Word. That's how really is, man. But Trey, Trey turned up, dog. Nah, he turned up. He carried Atlanta on his back, even when Bogdan got hurt, man. He made all the right passes and plays and whatnot, man. That down low, they couldn't handle the combination of Capella and Collins back to back. You know, you had a player like Herder who was straight abusing every small player they had. That's the things you want to see Giannis do more and other players on other teams. So we don't know what's gonna happen with that with him, you know. But
then, you know, good shit for Atlanta. But then you flip it to Philly, man.
Yeah, what?
Shitty Ben Simmons.
Oh, well, I mean, it's more than just that. I mean,
it's more than that. Just that. Number one, I told y'all I didn't see Philly. This was not happening with Philly. I didn't see this coming. You know what I mean? I mean, I saw this coming, but like, I called this, bro. It was not. They was not making it, bro. I didn't see it in them.
I distinctly remember both of you guys saying that you thought that the 76ers would. Both of you guys thought that the 76ers would win the series, but it was going to go 7.
Yeah, no, I thought they was going to win too.
I thought they was going to win, but I'm saying, like, in terms of making it to the, going far and, like, seeing them go to the next round, like, beat the next round and all that, I was like, nah, they don't have it in them. They could beat Atlanta. But, like, because who the fuck would have thought Atlanta would have fucking pulled out these two fucking, like, kudos to them, man. Like, it really is, you say rat trade, but Trigga trade right now, you know what I mean? Doing this thing.
Yeah, nah, Trey did his.
And that team,
that's what I'm about to say. I think Atlanta is just built right, man. They got a good squad around them. They got a nice, good role players that know their role.
And you say playing with house money, man. Jones,
he got no pressure. No pressure. They're not supposed to be there, man. Like if they lose, they were supposed to lose. That's it. It don't even matter, Like
they were supposed to.
They're gonna look back on it and say, "Yeah, we had a good game. We had a good season." That's it. That's how everybody's seen it. They were supposed to look at the Knicks. They wasn't gonna get this far. Now they play 76ers. They're supposed to lose to the 76ers. They got the same scenario with the Bucks too. But it looks like the Bucks can match up better with him down low when it comes to Collins and Capella, where they got like the low presses. Both of them, and then they got Giannis, and they got other players. Plus, then you got a Drew Holiday, who's a good defensive point guard. We'll see if he's able to. We'll see if he's able to maybe slow down Trey, man, because there's no team so far that's had an answer for him in the playoffs. I mean,
to an extent, at least,
nothing at all. Man.
They had an answer to a certain point.
Yeah, but
not the whole series. Like
I mean, yeah, but that don't count. That don't count. It's one. If it's just one game, like we gotta see it for the entirety of the picture of the whole.
No, but that's what I'm
series.
saying. Like they don't have no answer from him yet.
Yeah.
Like for the entirety of it, man.
Yeah.
Like they think they do, and you just got him.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And then you gotta
Got
also let's also put the question onto Doc Rivers as well, man, because is he an overrated coach? Let's look back at it. Let's look back at briefly at his history. You know what I'm saying? He goes to the Celtics. He's on Boston, and he gets blessed with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. You feel me? And then they hit the jackpot lottery, and they wind up getting Rondo as well. You know? Then you got they had a center like Perkins, which I don't know if I can't remember if they drafted him or got him from OKC or he left to whatever it was, you know.
They
But
still
it was
acquired
one of those situations, you know. So you had a solid playoff to bid around. You went to 2 chips and lost 1, you know, and both of them were against Kobe, you know. So you that right there almost proved you at the moment, you know. But nobody could really see beyond the star power that you had because you was living in the moment, you know. And then you go to the Clippers, and now you're on the Clippers, and you got the same type of star power again. You got Chris Paul. Look at what he's doing right now on a different team. You got Blake Griffin. I mean, they both got eliminated, but
had Jamali.
No, but also the when it comes to Blake Griffin, that was prime Blake Griffin. So I think it's good, you know. And then who else they have? They had DeAndre. You know, they had a bunch of players. Jamal, like you said, you know, they had a bunch of players on that Clippers team that made them contenders. They was top seeds. They was 1, 2, 3 seeds in the Western Conference, and then they wasn't able to capitalize. You know, being up 2-0 and 3-1 in these series, and then, you know, Perk came from OKC. Facts. See, that's what I was thinking. He came from OKC. So I don't know, like when you look at it in the Clippers, you know, that should have been a wake up call. But you know, as we look at it back then, we was trying to put the blame on Chris Paul, like he can't get over the hump, you know. But now he has a whole different team, and he's over the hump.
You know, some of that was a lot of that was injury and shit, and not playing those games. You know what I mean? Of getting
there
over
was
the hump.
injuries. There was definitely injuries.
And this is unfortunate because it's like COVID shit. It's not even like a real fucking injury.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like that's bullshit, man. Like
Word.
he could play right now, and imagine how he's feeling right now. Like it was fucking trash.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like the one time that I could prove, you know what I mean? I could do this, and he has the opportunity to. Because look what Dbook did.
Facts.
40-point tripped up.
Yep. Yeah, let's get into that.
Oh,
Because like the Suns.
to the Suns.
Now I was about to say let's do that because you
Los Sols.
the Suns they made who they played again? The Jazz or the
Clippers.
Clippers? Yeah, they played the Clippers.
Clippers, Kawhi-less Clippers.
Yeah. Well, I mean that Kawhi not being there really hurt them. I think
No
that was the end
Kawhi.
of that was the end of their series once he couldn't come back and play. But they made quick work of them. That boy DeAndre Ayton is proven to be a legitimate center. Paul, yeah, he got the COVID. I don't know if he's gonna be able to come back in enough time. Hopefully he'll be able to come back
he's
soon.
probably gonna come back for 3. I heard he
don't
wasn't
know.
coming for 2.
Yeah,
That
but
may
he's out
change.
game 1 and game 2. Well, he already missed game 1. They was able to, close it out by some good playing.
D-Book FaceTimed him after the game and all that.
Yeah, D-Book
Word,
had
that
like you said, had a 40-point triple-double. His
Triple-double.
first,
Him and Ayton was walking down. There was FaceTime with Chris Paul. Ayton's like, yo, he had 11 dishes today, right? He had 11 dimes. Right? He was
Facts,
like,
man.
where walking it out. Like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
man, nah, they did
that's
their thing.
that team chem. That's that. They see, and you see, that's that leadership right there. What the fuck? It wasn't his girl. It wasn't his wife. It wasn't his mom's. Niggas, the first person they call is CP3, nigga. Come on. That shows right there.
Yeah, nah.
That shows right there the type of person. You know what I mean?
Nah,
type
that's a
of
fact.
player, the
That's
type
a
of
fact.
leader. You know what I mean? The person that takes teams like a shitty OKC, you know what I mean, into a contending team.
Facts.
At that point. You know what I mean? It wasn't great. It was definitely contending though. They definitely put work in. You know what I
Word
mean?
up.
And look what's happened with the Suns. And this is exactly what Dbook needed in his career. The Suns finally did it. You know what I mean?
Word up.
And those props is going out to people. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and even like James Jones.
James Jones.
Yeah, because he won Go ahead.
Jones, we born to die.
You know, we just gonna put a pause on this real quick because everybody that's named Jones is probably my cousin, man. We cousins, man. So James Jones, you my cousin, man. Congratulations, man. Blessings to the family.
Even the bad, the horrible Joneses in life out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, you gotta take the good with the bad. But
you know,
we don't really. We're not really cool with those ones. You know what I'm saying? It's all the cool joints.
They ain't invited to the barbecue.
Word up. They not. Cousins. Yeah, those are the shitty cousins. You don't even call them for the holidays and whatnot.
They bring chips.
Like, get out of here. You guys are corny.
They're the ones that bring chips.
You know what I'm saying?
They bring chips
to the party, right?
Word.
Yeah, corny. So
they bring fucking Chesters instead of Cheetos and shit.
Yeah, but James Jones definitely my cousin.
Chips
man.
without the dip.
Definitely my
no
cousin.
Dip.
No dip.
No
salsa
dip.
at all.
Yeah.
No queso.
Grimy.
Queso. Nothing. Just the chips.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out
the
to
party
James Jones. Got the GM of the year, executive year. I mean,
word exactly
for the Suns. And then I want to briefly say something. Yo, what up, sis? What up? Yo. Everybody on the check-in, yo, man. If you want, call us up, man. Call us up 347-586-1676, man. Chime in, talk whatever you want to talk about, man.
Mm-hmm.
We have no limits here in the Jones Hour, kind of, I guess. You know, so let's talk about it, man. Call us up. So that's how you feel, man. But yeah, man. This guy Stephen A. Smith, man. He says Dbook is the next Kobe. I get where he makes his statement. You know, like Dbook scoring is out of this world. Almost looking at the Kobe level. You know, I mean, he dropped 70 already. You know,
at a young age.
Yeah, he lets the game come to him. He doesn't force too much. But homeboy just gets the ball in the basket. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got a call. Call the volume. Yeah. Yo, what up, man? You on the Jones Hour?
You live.
Is this the only sports show in that's worth calling?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Jones, we born to die.
What up, Pop? What's good?
Jones.
What's up? My boy, baby boy, my man K, Aunt Boogie.
What up?
Mr. Jones, before you start, I just want to start off by saying Happy Father's Day, my guy.
Facts.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Word, Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's
Day. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you. That actually leads me... That leads me right into what I wanted to bring up today.
Wow. What a segue. That's what they pay me for.
Because, and Brian can tell you this, you know, we have had generations of my family going to Yankee games and stuff like that. And, you know, my dad, I'm trying to go through this and not get choked up. This is my second Father's Day without him.
Thanks.
But I would like to know from you guys, so that we know the panel a little bit more, what are your two moments, whether it's your dad, your uncle, your older brother, your tío, you know, that older nigga on the block, that took you to a sporting event that left an impression in your life? And what was the first time that you can remember that you busted either your dad's ass or your uncle's ass in whatever sport, board game, whatever it was, that left that memory in your head to like, oh, I finally kicked this old bastard's ass?
Word.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll start, right?
Yeah.
Should I start? All right. Let's see. In terms of games, it's kind of weird because the one I'm gonna bring up, Dad, it was a game. We went to a Yankee game, and I don't remember who it was that we played. But dog, it poured. It might have been actually supposed to be the Yankees versus the Mets. I think it was supposed to be the Yankees versus the Mets.
Oh, I remember that game.
Yo, dog, and it poured OD. Like we was there, we sat through it, everything. Game never played. Rained out. Like they called the game and shit like that. And we was drenched and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But we was sitting in the rain the whole time, like just having good conversation, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole time, walked back to the car. Like there was no running. You didn't even have to run no more. We were so wet, it didn't even matter, yo. Like it was just like chill, bro. And I remember that like it was yesterday. Again, back in the car, and then it was mad brick because we had to turn the air on because of the because of the windows fogging up and whatnot. So, but it was
Right.
word. It was mad brick. It was mad brick because we was from the being wet. You know what I'm saying? You had to throw the air on, but yeah, that shit was mad fun. And then I don't know. It might have been. I don't want to. It's got to be one of the. It's got to be another Yankee game. I can't think because we went to so many, Pops. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We've gone to so many. Yeah, from old timers day to playoff games, wins and losses. You know what I'm saying?
Even though we were at the Yankees playoff game against Cleveland when the Yankees hit 3 home runs in a row.
Facts. Facts.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm. So, we had to take the good ones with the bad ones. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the first time I bust your ass I was 12, man. We spoke about this the other day, man. I bust your ass. I was 12. We was playing basketball. And, yeah, you wasn't ready, B. I was ahead of my time. You know what I'm saying? At 12, I had major hoop dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like my life was already thought out. Like that's why I went to Christ the King. Like I had my dreams set. Like I'm going to Christ the King, then I'm going to Duke, and then I'm getting drafted by like the Knicks or the Suns. And I'm gonna be 6'3", something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had all of this
Anthony
shit.
Davis,
you know what I'm saying? Like
shit.
I'm just gonna wake up one day like past 6 foot, like hold that. You know what I'm saying? Never happened. But yeah, that's what it was.
But can you give them a little backdrop behind that? Because obviously they may not know between you and I and the issue of playing ball. So people obviously don't know that.
Well, I mean, I remember I spent the summer with you. Like I said, I was like 12.
No. I'm talking about as far as me coaching the team.
Yeah. You coached me. Multiple teams, man. Like we got hardware. I mean, obviously it's not rings and shit like that, but we definitely got trophies, man. We definitely got trophies. We took the season, took the playoffs, things like that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely remember the time we did finally win the playoffs, because at that point I've probably been to 2 championships before and lost. You know what I'm saying? So it held a little bit of more value to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I had made it to the championship 2 times before and didn't win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like as a kid, you feel that, I mean, as a kid for me, I felt that. I felt like, fuck, I didn't want to lose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember the first one I lost, man. I was already crying on the court like the game wasn't over, man. We already lost. I was like, fuck, man, shit. And I was that.
I do remember that.
I had to call a timeout. Like, nigga, get it together. I was like, I don't want to, man. We lost. Fuck.
He said, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Yeah, like I'm hurt right now.
What about you, Kush?
Yeah, what up with you?
Nah. So my family's not sports people. Like I made them sport. I made them sports people. They're there was real education people, and they didn't fuck with the sports. Like I was the X factor. You know what I mean?
Did your dad ever actually ball with you at all? Like
no, my dad doesn't know what basketball was. Like I mean, he knew what it was, but he didn't watch. Like my dad watched cricket. No funny shit. My dad's an OG Guyanese dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's what he watched. Like he used to bowl and play cricket and shit. But that's neither here nor there. Like baseball was my first love. But he actually took me to my first baseball game. And I was probably like 6 or 7 years old, and that was the day I realized I was a Met fan. It was a Yankee game. Yeah, like real shit. I mean, not to throw shade, Mr. Joe, but like it's true. Like this is dead truth. Like it's like I went there and it sucked. I hated that place. Right. It was just But it was a Bernie Williams bobblehead day. I got 2 OG bobbleheads that I never took out the box.
Of Bernie Williams?
Of Bernie Williams that I never took out the box because I'm not a Yankee fan. I just didn't want. I was like, I just threw them on a shelf and that was it in a box.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring one on.
They were sponsored by Lando Lakes. Oh. That's how I remember that shit. Yeah, the Lando Lakes joint.
I got a Jeter one.
Word, man. And like in terms of like beating somebody, I guess it would probably be my cousin. Or probably Jones, you know what I mean? They have fucking like busted up Jones and shit. You know what I mean? No, real shit. Cause like Jones is nice. Like I remember Jones, he's older head on the block, you know what I mean?
was.
Playing at the park, you know, at open gym, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
so
washed up
I
now.
wasn't at that level, you know what I mean? But up until the day when he was still bowling, but I
No,
was
you
at that
served
level.
Me. Yeah, you served
yeah.
me. He served me like 3 in a row. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck. We was actually supposed to have it. We had a 7-game series.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And I've just never continued it because he's up 3-1.
conceded.
He's up 3-1.
He's up 3-1.
Yeah, so I said,
He conceded.
I'll just bow out gracefully, man. You got it. You
No,
know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you. But well, another just dope ass memory is when me and Jones, and our homie Marv, shout out to Marv, man. We drove down to Florida for that Tampa game.
Oh,
That's a memory that I
yeah.
would never forget.
Yeah,
like that
facts.
That's dope.
we drove down for a Giant game. You know, Giants lost that game, but guess what we saw? Eli have a rushing touchdown. Who the fuck
Facts.
remembers seeing that shit?
Facts.
Fucking go, man. Shout out Eli, man.
The one that actually happened.
Yeah, word.
You guys got
We
to
was
see
there
it.
for that. Yep.
That shit
So we
was
witnessed
lit.
history.
Yeah, we definitely.
We witnessed history in a losing effort. They hit a game-winning field goal against us that day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
That
oh
sucked.
man, that was tough.
That sucked.
Yeah.
Cause they was scared. They was scared up until that point, and they started talking mad shit. All those Tampa fans,
Facts.
literally, they was
I
scared.
bet.
Oh
Word.
man, and it poured that day too.
Oh, shout out to Berto. Shout
Shout
out to
out
Berto. He was there.
Berto.
He was there.
Berto
Facts.
was there. Shout out
That's
Berto.
a fact. He was there. We all met up. We was
Word.
like 8-9 deep in that game, man. Like that shit was mad fun. I mean, that was the whole purpose of the road trip. Like, you know, I mean, besides chilling and being with like family and friends that was out there that we knew.
Nah, of
but
course.
The whole reason why we went was the Tampa
Giants game, yeah.
Giants
Giants
game.
game.
Going to see Tampa.
Man. But what about you, Ant?
Shit. Probably the nicest sport venue experience I have with my pops. I don't know if it was the first box seat.
Say it again, Ant. I didn't hear you.
I don't know if it was the first time that we got box seats when I was a child, but we actually went to a Yankee game, and my father moved away when I was like 5. He moved to Brazil, but he came back and he visited us when I must have been in middle school at the time, and it was one of the coolest experiences ever. Like during 7th inning stretch, they came up, gave us ice cream. Like the box seats, they're above the tip ball net, so they give you big like almost like fish nets. You know, and so like anytime there's a tip ball, like you know you put the net out, you try to catch the shit. You know, so that was probably like the first
dope.
nice like. Yeah, nice experience that I have like for like a sporting experience, and it happens to be with my dad. And my dad is not good at sports, like at all, like nothing. Like I busted his ass in probably every fucking sport that I've ever played him in.
Thanks.
So same thing goes for video games or most competition, you know, based things. You know, my dad doesn't even want to play anymore.
He conceded.
Word.
Word.
And what about you, Pops, man? Let's hear yours, man.
Word.
With your grandfather, it had to be the first time I walked into Yankee Stadium in the old stadium when the pillars were still up.
Nice.
And this was, I had to be around 6 or 7 years old. I think I was around 6 because it was the last year that Mantle played first base. And he pointed out Mantle to me and he says, "You see that? That's Mickey Mantle. That's the best ball player you will ever see." And Mantle was playing first. And I remember that vividly, like if it was yesterday.
Word.
Like if it was yesterday. Like I had, you know, because the old stadium had the pillars. It was huge. At that time, when you left the stadium, you went out through center field. You walked through center field in the old stadium.
Oh, yeah, that's different. That's
So-
way before our time.
And, you know, I went to numerous games with my father, but it was the first time. And it's funny that my mother and I talking about him the other day, and because my father always felt like you needed to fire the manager. Like as soon as something was wrong, fuck it, fire the manager. So he's like, oh, he do have a field day right now with them the way they're playing.
Oh, yeah, he killed.
Oh, forget it. And he was there. And as far as my kids are concerned, the ones that stand out the most was Brian. One of the first games that I took Brian to, and he was with. I grew up on Commonwealth Avenue. There's about 20 of us, and we are like deep. Like we are friends. We're still friends now.
That's the Bronx,
literally
Commonwealth
know-
Avenue. For those people that don't know. Go ahead, continue.
They're still friends. You know, they're brothers of mine. We've been together for 6 of them, I'm going to turn 59 next month. I've known them for 49 years.
Wow.
And we went to a Yankee game. And Brian was little. And one of his uncles, Ivan, was like, Brian, don't you want this? Yeah, I want that. And right there, yo, I must have went through like $150, $200. I was like, Ivan, shut the hell up. This kid is eating everything in the state.
Set you up. Set you up. Brian, you don't want that? Yeah, I want that.
Cracker Jacks.
All of that, yeah.
And the other one is Brian's younger brother, Marino, in which he went to, not the new one, but the renovated one. And we went to center field behind home plate. And for any of you that remember the old stadium, for you, the way the split was between the upper deck and the middle deck, you had to run on an angle, like if you were running up a ramp. And he ran up to the ramp. And we got there early. And we were literally behind home plate. And he looked out and he said, wow, this is cool.
Right.
And I remember that because that was really his first game.
Right.
And we've gone, as a family, we've gone several times. I mean, I have the memories of having my father, myself, and my kids all together, which is good to have 3 generations together in one stadium. I think it's good.
Facts.
And as far as my dad played baseball, but baseball is obviously a type of sport we caught and stuff like that. But Dominicans played Parcheesi.
Oh yeah,
That's the game of
And
choice.
I play with Kush. Me and Kush, we play that all the time. Actually, I put him on to the style.
So I remember
he
he would
knows.
bust my ass all the time. And in our family, you're like, you earn a victory. Like no one's gonna let you win.
Oh, that's
Just
a
like
fact.
That's a battle.
you a little kid. That like that doesn't work like that. When you win, it's because you deserve to win. And I remember he had beat me like before, like literally almost on the last throw. I was so mad it was ridiculous. And I remember the first time I beat him, I ran around the house just running. I beat you. I beat you. I was so happy. And it was just cool. But, I think that as you guys talk about sports and you use your you bring a different flair to the sports talk show. Some of it very urban, very much, your feelings and issues of stats. I think the whole point of having sports is, what it does to bring people together, especially people like us, people of color, to bring families together. People always have this concept or whatever, like we don't, our pops won't take us slaves, or we don't, which is just so far from the truth. So I just wanted to, knowing that Father's Day just came and knowing them really.
Word.
Nah, we appreciate
appreciate it.
People on
We definitely appreciate that, man.
moment.
Word.
So.
All right, Dad, man. We appreciate the call, man. We appreciate the love, man. We might have to start a segment for you, man. Like you the consistent caller for us, man. So we gonna
Jones,
facts.
we born to die.
We gonna talk some shit. I'm gonna talk to you offline about it. We see what's up.
Okay.
All right, Dad.
Gentlemen, as always, much love.
Absolutely ready, Mr. Jones.
Day and Broogie and my son Brian Jones. Have a wonderful show, gentlemen. We'll talk soon.
Definitely,
All right,
much
Take care,
love.
take care.
Love you, man. Take care.
We gotta have like a beat the Schwab kind of segment.
Like, he's good for a lot of sports shit.
You know
He's
what I'm
good
saying?
for it. Word up. But yo, man, that could be y'all, man. Call us up 347-586-1676.
Shout out Trent.
Word. Berto had a Tim. He said going to the Heat game with LeBron lit. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So,
Fire.
At least he got to see LeBron.
Yeah,
live.
nah, that's a good memory
big
too.
thing, Where was we at? We was at we still talking about Dbook next Kobe, right?
Yeah, the Stephen A. shit.
Yeah. So it's like, man, I don't understand how. Like, I can understand where he makes the comparison. Like Booker is like Kobe, and you could see glimpses of the game. Plus, he has like the Mamba mentality training. Remember?
Yes, he does.
Facts.
He is a product. He is product of Mama Camp as well with a few others. But yes,
Yeah, it's just that, sometimes I have a problem with Stephen A. Smith, because sometimes he just talks straight out of his ass, man. Like, I think sometimes we give him too much validity for some of the shit that he says. Like, he's going to say that Donovan Mitchell was one of the best. He's one of the best players to ever play for the Utah Jazz, ever.
Yeah,
best.
Okay.
That's
Like,
a
come on.
fact.
Like Donovan Mitchell,
I think he could be.
better than Karl Malone and John Stockton.
He could be one of the best. Absolutely.
No, better than them right now.
You're saying one of the best, not
No,
the best.
he's saying the best.
Oh, that's
He
a different
said
story.
the best.
No. He said
He
the
said
best.
he's the best
Okay.
player in Utah
Okay.
Jazz history.
Yeah. So real quick.
That's what he said.
Stephen A. You was wilding when you said that because he could be, but right now, hell no.
Not yet.
Yeah. What Malone
Thank
finished?
you.
Malone
As soon as
finished
you said
second.
it, he said it.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Malone finished what, second in scoring? You said right?
No, he was second. When he finished his
when
career.
he finished right.
Uh-huh.
Second. Like, bro, like you bugging. But Donovan Mitchell does have the potential. However,
Yeah, he
that
can
was
be.
that was still a hyperbolic
It was a
statement, and
reach. It was a
and
reach.
for you, yeah, it was a super reach, especially for somebody at,
Yeah, and it's
Your
it's
point.
disrespectful to Karl Malone as well.
no, definitely, and
Fair
a couple other players, even Stockton, like shit.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
facts.
I wouldn't say Stockton, but I would
Nah,
say
even
Karl Malone.
Stockton.
Stockton
Even
was the
Stockton
all-time
right
leader
now-
in assistant steals.
right now?
all time.
All right, because Karl Malone is a walking bucket.
No,
But it
I
doesn't-
agree.
but that-
No,
but that's
ultimately,
what
he
we
still
get.
had to play
That's-
17
No,
years in a
the
row without
reason-
missing a game.
The reason, no,
But
the
that-
reason why
but
they never got there was because of Stockton's like insufficiencies.
You're
He had-
bugging.
I'm not
he
bugging.
hit big shots.
He
in the
owned-
playoffs, in the championship, in the finals.
He had no left.
Don't matter.
Yeah,
He still scored.
It's the same thing with Ben Simmons. It doesn't matter.
Nah,
If you
no
can't
way
go-
you're
if you're
saying
not omnidirectional.
You are bugging.
Karl
bro.
Malone. No, I'm not trying to
just said
disrespect
Ben
anybody
Simmons.
here. I'm telling you
You're
the
bugging.
facts.
That's
Karl
not
Malone
facts.
is one of the
That is
best,
not
if not
facts.
the best, in the post. All right, offensive threats ever to exist. All right,
I just
ever to
heard-
exist.
I just heard
Him
Ben.
and him
you
and
just-
Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon are one of
Okay,
are the
okay,
two
we
best
understand-
in the post players to ever exist.
Okay, you
all right?
made this statement with Karl
So,
Malone.
you can't
said
say-
John Stockton, bro.
All you have to do is throw it to Karl Malone, and he's gonna turn around and get it in. So of course he's gonna have the best assist records of
he still
all
has
time.
to make the pass. He still has to make the pass. He
You
didn't
understand
just
what I'm
pass it to
saying?
Malone.
You
He
understand
didn't
what I'm
just
saying?
pass
No,
it to Malone.
you still gotta make
Oh,
the
do we
pass.
got another caller? Let's see.
Yeah.
What up? You on the Jones Hour? Who this?
What up, Wagwan?
It's fresh.
Yo, Fresh. What up, dog?
What's good?
Yeah.
You live?
What's goody, man? What you want to say to the people, man?
Yeah, it was good. I think this nigga's bugging with what the fuck he's saying.
Yo.
Stockton, everyone's on Stockton, Team Stockton.
Stockton, right? Or it's Stockton,
All
right?
right, Karl Malone is the
Yeah,
best,
just
the
compare-
best of all time.
Honestly, look. Karl Malone is the greatest Jazz of all time, but don't overlook the fact that he would have never did it without John Stockton.
Word,
Facts.
man. Thank you,
Fuck
man.
the fact that he ain't have a left. Oh, don't worry about the fact that he ain't have no left. He still was
the job
averaging 15 points and 20 assists a game.
Yeah. He's putting up numbers, bro.
Yo.
Not only was he putting up numbers, but Stockton played mad seasons in a row without missing
17
any
seasons.
any
Without
games.
missing a game.
Didn't miss not one
He didn't miss a
game.
game.
Yo,
That's
and-
why he got the numbers.
And I also want to say this. I can't believe, I just heard Ben Simmons and John Stockton's name in the same sentence,
on a
bro.
comparison, bro.
What the fuck?
That was gonna.
I can't
I'm
believe you
talking
said
about
that.
insufficiencies.
Nah,
Insufficient.
no way.
Absolutely.
Nah.
Oh my god.
No way.
No
Did
way.
they win a
bro.
chip?
First of all, nobody
Wow,
won a chip.
nobody
I'm
wanted
just
to
gonna
say this
say
statement.
Did they win a chip?
the only
talking
way
about
you can
Jazz.
say
If
that.
that's the
Did they
case,
get over the hump?
If that's the case, you could say that about any team that went against the Bulls in the 90s.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going
Talk
to
to
say
him.
that Stockton's the best over Malone. I'm just not going to say.
No,
it.
I'm just gonna say that both of them are over Mitchell.
Over Mitchell. That's the whole point of this argument.
Yeah.
All I'm
that's a
saying is
fact.
Donovan Mitchell
That's
could
a fact.
At this
actually
moment,
be better
at this
than both of
moment.
them.
Nah. He could be, but
He could
not at this very
potentially do
moment.
it.
Not at this very moment.
At this moment,
and he
he
got
could.
a lot to prove, man. He got to finish like top
But
10
that's a
scoring.
bold
He got to
statement.
put up big numbers.
That's
yo.
a bold statement.
Anyways, Stephen A's, proclaimed
Stephen
this.
A's bugging, yo.
Word,
Stephen A's
man.
bugging. Word up. Yo, Fresh, man. Anything else you want to say?
Clippers are taking it.
Clippers? They out.
I feel that.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
Oh, no, they're not out.
They're playing the
They're
Suns,
playing
bro.
the Suns.
Yeah, they're playing the Suns.
I'm already thinking ahead. I'm already thinking ahead. I'm already thinking ahead, man.
Word.
Yeah,
Nah.
man.
Clippers,
That,
really.
that I agree with.
Sun's gonna beat them.
Why do you
So
say
what
that?
you think?
Yeah,
All right,
why-
before we let you go,
Nah.
before we
Okay.
let you go, how many games is the series gonna go?
Seven.
And
It's going to go all 7.
you telling me it's gonna go a 7-game series, and the Clippers with or without Kawhi? Are you banking on Kawhi coming back or no?
Kawhi will be. Him and Chris Paul both gonna come back.
Wow.
I think if
But
Kawhi don't come back,
the edge.
they're not gonna win. If Chris Paul don't come back and Kawhi don't come back, Suns still take it.
Wow.
I think if either of them come back, the other one's coming back.
I don't know.
I don't think Kawhi's coming back. I think Chris Paul is coming back because it's only COVID. He's definitely coming back. That should only last a week and a half.
Facts.
Anyway.
I mean,
But how long is the
Chris,
playoff series?
I mean, Kawhi is only his injury was just diagnosed as a sprain, not a tear. So he'll be back in time for Chris Paul to get back.
Wow. So game 3.
Cortisone up.
Let's see.
Like I
Well,
said,
we'll see. I don't
the
know.
only reason I would really give the Clippers the edge is because they've been playing from behind the whole playoff run this year.
Yeah, I just think.
Both
Go ahead.
their previous series, they came back from an 0-2. They started off 0-2, and
Yeah,
they
for
pulled
some
it off.
reason. Yeah, I just don't think.
And PG's been playing good too.
Yeah, I just don't think with the way
He
Phoenix
ain't
is
playoff
built
P.
in terms of the roster that they have up and down, in terms of being able to still get into these half court sets when there's no more like real fast breaking like that they're built
Right.
to score a lot more easier in these sets. You know, like you seen it with the Jazz, they couldn't buy a bucket. You know, they didn't have the offensive power to keep up. Someone like Dbook could create his own shot at any moment. You have someone like DeAndre Ayton that could expose any small defender at the post. Like you're gonna have to have somebody big on him and things of that nature. So I think
You're right.
I think this really could be the Suns' year. I think with the Nets now losing, the Lakers now out, all the teams that were supposed contenders. You know, I mean, you still got the Bucks, but I can't believe in them just yet. And
like you said a couple weeks ago, it's completely up in the air.
it's completely up in the air. But I think right now, if we was to look on paper, every single team, the Suns is the favorite. That's my opinion.
They definitely are. They definitely are.
Word. All right, Fresh. Yo, good luck on the check-in,
man.
man. We gonna holler at you.
Hit us back, man.
You already know. I'll tune in.
Much love,
Yeah,
man. Much love.
Every
Right,
week,
man.
man. Holla. Bang. All right, man. So,
All right, what's
should we get into the you fucked up moment of the week now that we here?
Oh, we could definitely do that.
So we got the you fucked up moment of the week. We started this last week with the Suns and Foe. This week we got
Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man.
clutch.
You know what I'm saying?
So this week we got Ben Simmons, man. Ben Simmons.
Simons.
You have
I call him Simons now.
you have the you fucked up moment of the week award.
Benjamin
man.
Simon.
You need to. I don't really want to kill you because I think right now you're fragile mentally. But bro, you off season, you better put in work.
Dude's brain stopped
If
working.
not, then be content with the money you got and just leave the league. If you don't want to put the work in, you know you got paid. You got $100 million or whatever the fuck it is. You got your money. Be good, man. There's some people that are okay with that. And if that's what you want to do, then do that. But bro, the way you played, the way you've
Been playing.
you did not attempt a shot in the last 3 or 4 games of the series in the fourth quarter. You don't even want to shoot a free throw. Bro, they pulled a hack of Shaq on you.
Facts.
A hack of Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. Because you're a liability at the free throw line. I mean, not even close when you shoot it, dog. It's not like rimming in and out. Like, it's clanks. You want to call yourself a professional athlete? You have a responsibility to yourself and an obligation to the people that call themselves fans of you to put the fucking work in, to be a fucking professional player. You've been blessed with a skill, with the physicality and the athleticism to even be mentioned
Definition
in the
of blessed.
fucking leg,
Definition
in the
of
fucking
blessed.
league. And this is what the fuck you do, bro.
No,
This is
you're
what you do.
Absolutely right, man.
You're down low and you give up a whole fucking dunk.
You can which he could do.
Yeah.
He can't shoot.
It's
and
not
he
like
can
you
fucking
Muggsy
dunk.
Bogues, man. If you was Muggsy Bogues and you can't bang it, I understand. Bro, you 6'10", 6'8", 6'9", whatever the fuck it is.
And he could do it off the jump. He's a guy that can actually just jump. He doesn't need a running start for his dunks. He could just do it off the jump. You're talking about Ben Simmons.
Yeah, no. The dude, you're scared, bro.
Yeah.
It's all in your head, man. It's the mental.
And who did he have on him? He had Trey on him? Who was on the other side of him?
It didn't matter. It didn't even matter, man. You want to call yourself the yin to the yang of Joel Embiid and shit like that. Embiid threw you under the bus after the game, bro. He threw you under. What was the turning point? Oh, when we missed the layup and settled for one free throw.
There you go for trusting the process right there.
Kush, add to this, man. Add to this.
That's trusting the process.
They said they didn't want to kill him, but they killed him. Shot him right in the head. Dead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, no excuse.
He's fragile,
Arnold,
they said.
If you still
He's
there,
fragile,
Arnold.
they said.
Dread.
Ripped him.
Mm-hmm.
Ripped them. Both of y'all. Oh, he's fragile. I don't really want to get at you, Simmons. Got him.
No, I did it because, yo, bro, you need that. It was like,
so now he needs it.
It's almost kind of like a tough love thing.
I didn't say he didn't need it.
No, he needed a tough love. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to kill him because he looks fragile, but at the same time, bro, like, you need to man up.
All right, so here's let's talk brass tacks right now, all right, and some toenails.
Okay. With your brass tacks.
Ben Simmons has had a similar has been having these issues, different issues, but all revolving around the same thing, which is that a lack of confidence, a lack of developing a shot, whether mid-range, outside, or free throw. All right? This has been happening for 4 years.
Absolutely.
Okay? So, and some may even say, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I could probably get it to you next week, that he is probably even digressed. He has gotten worse. All right? In that aspect, all right, of his stats. All right? Nothing has changed from there. All right? So let's just get that out the way. Number 2, yes, I know he is not the complete reason why Philly lost, but he definitely is a big part for those fourth quarter stats and also for that play, because that play puts them up, I believe, 4. He makes that dunk.
Facts.
Except he passes out to Thibault. Now, yes, it is a psychological thing, and yeah, it may be a mental thing.
It's definitely.
But now you're getting into things where it's like you don't need coaching, you need help.
Facts.
You need help. This is not really. You can only coach so much. So is this a fixable thing?
I don't know.
Is this because when you get into this,
in.
I'm sorry not to cut you off, but now you're getting into a great territory. Is if like it could kind of go any which way you don't know. It depends on what it is. For example, I'm not saying, and I'm not comparing the two, but I'm using the example of the mental thing. Look at what playoff P and Paul George now. It could be that.
Yeah.
It could be that.
But
then it could instantly flip back. But like now, how much stock you put in it?
Yeah. I mean,
especially hearing what Doc Rivers said about him and Joel Embiid killing him.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean with that.
Playoff performance, I think, is one thing. I think with Ben Simmons, it's general performance, and the fact, like you said, he's not getting better, nor does he want to get better. Nor does he show signs that he's pushing to get better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You're talking about a 24-year-old athlete that is gifted, like he's gifted. You know, like he's definitely gifted. But you're right, he's digressed because
absolutely.
I mean, it's not to say that he's digressed because his performance is digressing. He's digressed because they figured him out. Everyone's figured him out, and when same thing we were talking about before, if you only go one direction, and with him it's way worse because he can only dunk. All right, so if you can only rip to one direction, they could just set the traps for you on that side.
This is the difference where it falls like completely on him. No, it's
absolutely.
Like look at Milwaukee with Giannis, with his shot, his perimeter shot. He's not fucking what, Ray Allen? But guess what? He shot better than Joe Harris.
He's fucking working on it. You can tell he's
working
on it.
But that's what he did.
But he has the confidence to shoot.
Yeah, he has the confidence to put it in.
And Simmons don't.
Exactly, because it's not about. Bro, you take what do they always say? Who was it? Gretzky? You miss 100% of his shots not taken. Shout out Gretzky. You know what I mean? Like
whoever said it.
Ben Simmons came into the league, and then he stayed at that level. It's not even confidence. He stayed at that level. There was no he's gonna get better after this.
And
he stayed at that level
and probably got worse.
Yeah.
And probably got worse because everybody figured him out and he couldn't fix nothing. Like he didn't change his game. Yeah. So Ben Simmons is a huge part of why Philly is where they are right now. That whole trust the process shit. Well, man, you better get the fucking ingredients right before you start making the process, kid.
Right.
Because you'll fucking get a lumpy ass cookie.
You done dumpster fired the fucking process. You threw it in. You shredded it, put it into big bags, and then threw it in a dumpster, and then set that shit on fire. That's what you did with the process.
Well, I mean, they got all the picks. They just didn't make the right choices, man. You know, I mean, you got to trust the process, but you also gotta.
I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like,
like the process was to get the top picks. You got it with Embiid, you got it with Simmons, you got it with Fultz, you got it with Nerlens Noel, you got it with Jahlil Okafor. Like, how many top picks are you gonna get?
Facts.
All 5 of those was in the top 3. None of those picks was less than 3.
Absolutely. They could have definitely had a Golden State Warriors route.
And then when you look at
they were the ones that completely ruined the draft process. They because of them, we had to change the draft process. Like there's because of their tanking for years after years after years after years and being we're tanking because we want the draft picks.
Well, fuck Philly, man. Because this is the you fucked up of the week, and the you fucked up of the week is Ben Simmons being mentally soft.
Yeah, so fuck him.
Sorry.
I didn't mean fuck him.
Give him this trophy.
Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man.
Ben Simmons.
Be a man. All right, let's get into the hockey, man. Let's fucking play.
Playoffs. Hockey Sesto?
Hockey Sesto.
Hockey Sesto.
Sounds about right.
I sucker.
So we got the let's start with the Islanders, man. They got smacked last night, man. 8-0.
Bro, we got smoked, man. That shit was so
Barzell had a cross check, kicked him out of the third.
He's Brazilian, isn't he?
Oh, looks like, wow, this just in. Breaking news. The Detroit Pistons have the #1 draft pick.
Wow.
Yep. Followed by the Houston Rockets, Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Toronto Raptors.
Fucking Cavs, bro. Throw them guys out the fucking window, bro.
How do they always
get
the
Pistons,
picks?
Rockets, Cavs, and then the Raptors. That's the
top 4 picks.
Top 4 picks.
That's fucking shitty.
Detroit
Fucking
Pistons,
Cavs.
#1.
Well, the Pistons needed that shit.
They needed help, but they also got they got 2 top players on the all-rookie team with Bay and some other cat. He has 2 last names. I can't think of it.
Yeah, they still needed that. I'll give it to the Pistons. Before the Cavs,
they lost Blake.
Before the
Blake
fucking
did them dirty.
Cavs.
Blake did them dirty. So
What?
I guess they did it. They deserved it.
Nah, Blake did what he had to do.
Blake helped them, apparently.
Yeah, Blake did what he had to do. Guess what? Look, they got a good future now. Trust me.
I stand
it all worked out.
I stand corrected.
Yeah,
you
man.
are right. You're
Trust
100%
me.
right. Thank you, Blake.
But fucking,
I'm not even a Pistons man.
Yeah, no. Good for the Pistons. Fuck the Cavs, man.
Yeah.
I'm mad they got to find another top pick.
It was Rockets.
I feel that, Kush.
And then
Word.
Raptors. Toronto Raptors got the 4th pick.
I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Canada.
Right.
Nah, but it's super weird how they went from being in contention to getting a top 5 pick with them.
It's what happens when you implode, man. Team implodes.
I mean, I never trust the draft.
Shit.
Things get handed to you. It's like New Orleans getting Zion after AD.
Breaking news: Pistons win the draft lottery. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Your phone is ready, man. Get Metro PCS, baby. That's what we working with out here.
Okay. Oh, if they give us a free plan off of this fucking ad we just dropped on them.
Metro. Subscribe.
You're ready.
Please. All right, now.
And then send us a check.
Islanders Lightning. We got smacked yesterday, 8-0. But I think it was the wake-up call that the Islanders needed, man. I think sometimes we play a little bit better with our backs against the wall, knowing that it's do or die, win and go home. That Game 6 is must win, and I think they're going to take Game 6 and Game 7. Shock the Lightning. I think that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So I'm not even...
It's Trot's time. It's Trot's time.
Yeah, so...
Thunder and lightning.
Yeah, no, fuck the Lightning.
If anyone can make major changes and change things up, it's Trotz.
Yeah. And we got to line up to do it. So hopefully things will come together with that. Canadian Knights, I think they play tonight. They might be on right now if it's 9 o'clock or not. I don't know what time it is. But yeah, their game was tonight at 9. That series is tied 2-2.
Vegas.
Yeah, man. So I think both series is just going back and forth. Both teams have won home and away games and things of that nature. So I think the hope for the Islanders and the Knights is still intact, baby. Woo woo. Jones to diamonds, dog. Oh, let's get it.
For now.
Jones, the hockey guru.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Whoa, fucking out of nowhere, man. Nasty with it. So let's get to some baseball sesto.
Yes, sir.
Baseball sesto. Ooh. Yeah, how do you say? Is there a baseball sesto?
No, it's baseball.
Bebu.
Baseball.
It's Bebu.
It's baseball. That's how you say it. Yo, we fucking bilingual out here.
Mejor.
That's for the
Bebu.
Spanish speaking followers we got. Oh, let my cat in. He's wailing right now.
¿Cómo estás ustedes?
Word.
Mi amigos y amigas.
Facts. But yo, let's start with the Yankees. Let's start with my Yankees, man.
Matapat.
So I think the Yankees need a little bit more consistency on my dog on it. I think the Yankees need a little more consistency with what they're doing. I think they're not winning enough when they're supposed to. I mean, not winning when they're supposed to, but not winning enough, man. When they win, it's too far in between, and like you win 2 and then you lose 3. So it's like they're not capitalizing when they need to. And I think we need to get it together. I think I'll give them the shout outs. Like you've seen that they had another triple play, you know?
2.
So it's like, so that's the second triple play that they've had this season. So like there's
first time for them.
Yeah, but there's glimpses of like seeing the greatness that the Yankees have, and it's just not coming into fruition when it needs to.
I was at the bar the other day and I was watching the game and everyone went crazy after that triple play.
Well,
like went crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, you want to root, man.
Yeah,
you
guys must have felt real good about that. You know.
Well, I know there's your thing about the Yankees, but I just feel like it's consistency. It's exactly what it is, man. They can't find it.
Yeah.
This is something that we've been preaching for weeks now.
Yeah.
You can't find it. That's why the rotation's been switching. It's because of the lack. I'm sorry, but the lack of the positional players, right, is what's kind of causing this. Like because Stanton can't play the field, Gary Sanchez might have to sit. You know what I mean? Yep. Like shit like that. Like they kind of like tie themselves up in certain aspects. You know what I mean? In certain points of it. You know?
No, but also what I was gonna say is like to say about Gary Sanchez, like he's going off.
Yeah, 360 in the month of June.
He's hot.
Hitting 360.
And then tonight's lineup, he's not in it because Cole's pitching. You know? And then I get it. You know, but
do you get it? Because do you know the actual reason why that is? Because I actually don't know.
No,
his defense did get better.
No, because Cole feels more comfortable with Higashioka. And I understand that.
I just wonder why that is, though. What is it?
Because he probably feels like he calls a better game and whatnot as opposed to mixing up of the signs and everything. Because, you know, when you are a catcher and you get the familiarity with these pitchers and what are in certain situations, certain batters, certain counts, you should automatically know what it is. And that's probably what he has.
So he probably thinks
feel that way with Sanchez. You know,
probably thinks totally about chemistry.
Mm-hmm. And Garrett Cole, when he does pitch, he doesn't look like the type of person that wants to shake people off.
No, yeah.
You know? And I think,
he's real cerebral.
Yeah, he's like,
he's
yes,
cerebral.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So he don't want to not be on the same page with Gary Sanchez, where maybe Sanchez is throwing the curve now, and he's like, no, nigga, I want to throw the fastball. You know what I'm saying? And don't want to have to go through that. But at the same time, man, you need all the offense you could get. And with that being said, man, like you need to
fix that.
You need to fix that, and like. Forget the analytics. It should be clear with that, you know.
Yeah, fuck the analytics at this point.
Yeah, I think you just got to go with feel.
Absolutely.
And you know, Garrett Cole,
game time decisions.
Garrett Cole being paid the amount of money that he's being paid should be able to adjust by now. Just to say, hey, you know what? We need this bat in the lineup, and I know you feel better with Higashioka, but the boy is hot. He's batting 360, and he's got a bunch of home runs, bunch of extra base hits, bunch of RBIs. Like, he's hot right now, and we need to exploit that, and this is what you need to do. And that's the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. Yankees jumped 38 and 33 real quick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just the other day. It was 500.
Mm-hmm. And where they at?
Oh, they third?
No, what's the number?
38 and 33.
Yeah.
So 3
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we did good against Oakland.
Did good against Oakland, and you know what's also helping you is Tampa's been losing.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa's been losing a little bit, you know. So
yeah, we're not too
That's
far
definitely-
behind in the loss column.
no, 4.5 right now.
Three, four
4.5
games.
from one.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Behind the Red Sox, doing
So
good
that means
things.
we just
Mhm.
even 4 behind Tampa.
Word.
Another thing that has to do with it is like it, being the fact that it's the AL East. It's super fucking hard. You know what I mean? Like it's one of the toughest divisions out there. You know?
No, it is.
You know, like the competition is like that high. The bar is set very, very high. You know, so you got to be like, you got to be way over 500 to be competing. You know, it's like it's like the West and basketball.
Word.
You know.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. That's it with the Yankees. That's my Yankee report for the week, man. Kush, let's hear your Mets report, man.
Queens,
Queens.
kill you.
Sad,
Shout out
like,
to
I
the
can't
7
even-
line.
Like, I can't even be
Shout
mad
out
when
to
you say that.
Acid Ant, man, for the hoods,
Yes,
for the
sir.
present, man. Word, man.
Happy goddamn birthday,
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
my guy.
But the Mets, man. Lost a few. As expected. As I stated last week, we're going to a hell of a stretch. Fucking multiple doubleheaders, limited off days, yada yada yada. So we lost a few. All right, we split one with the Braves. I believe the Nationals took a doubleheader from us. But we are going through one of the toughest stretches we're going to go through right now. And it seems like we're probably going to make a move before the trading deadline for a pitcher. We have 3 pitchers go down yesterday, officially.
Conforto's back, though. Today.
Yes, hamstring. Yes, he's back. McNeil's back. Yeah, so we're getting some people
And
back.
what's the
but at the same
is there any durations on those injuries?
Oh, absolutely. So, got him for you, man. So we got Betances, man, 60 days.
Damn.
We got Familia 10-day, but that might change. We also got Gazelman, who let me just pull it up if I can find it. Gazelman's got like a crazy injury that he tore something, man. Gazelman, sorry, he's on a 10-day IL, but that's probably going to change, man.
Yeah,
He might
gonna
be
way
out for
longer.
the season.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
The report isn't official yet. pretty
Yes,
much.
it's unofficial, but this is just the information we have now based on the health information we have now. But it looks like we might be in there to probably scoop up a pitcher if we can, because that fucking hurts us a lot. There's a delay on Syndergaard. I know I promised end of July and all that. It still might happen, but the way it's looking from what the report is now, he still might be 2 months out. Carrasco, he's about a month out. So
Yeah, man,
that's a big. Oh yeah, sorry, but yeah, we definitely got to stay afloat, and that's kind of what it is. Keep our head above waters, which I think we've been overachieving on the whole time. I mean, it's like we take and we give. You know what I mean? We get back our players, and then we fucking a whole part. Like the people that have been holding us down, the bullpen just got tore up.
Word.
And the people that got tore up early in the season, we just got back. So it's kind of like,
It's a revolving door.
oh yeah, never ending. But let's see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be pretty tough, man. MVP DeGrom, baby. I'm gonna say it, but I am very scared with him right now. He threw, he played the doubleheader, 7-inning game, only went 5, no ERA, still nasty. But you see him like tugging at the shoulder a little bit.
Yeah, he's getting.
It's
stretched
worrisome.
Thin. He's getting stretched thin.
It's worrisome. I want to see where this is going to lead. It's kind of worrisome knowing that you have 3 different type of injuries in your arm, but apparently not related to each other.
Mm.
It's also
Yeah,
very
no,
worrisome.
I heard that.
Let's see. Yeah, so let's see where it goes from there. But still making an MVP case, man. Still doing something that nobody has seen. You know what I mean? Being a monster. Hopefully he stays healthy. And this is I am worrisome, but I'm gonna try to keep it positive. I could be the typical Mets fan right now, and if I could start cutting myself, you know what I mean? I'll be like, oh, this shit always fuck. What the fuck? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't know. I'm a Yankee fan, so it's like, sucks
Yeah,
for
that's
y'all.
that
I
Yankee
never,
pride I be talking about.
Yep.
Tune into last episode.
Yeah.
Says pouty
Pinstripes.
Yankee
Pinstripes.
fan for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, right.
Pinstripes. Yep.
All right. But
Super touchy.
yeah, let's see what's gonna go down with the Mets, man. That is your Mets report. Let's pray.
Let's pray.
Let's pray.
For the Yankees, let's go.
pray.
Let us pray.
Dear Lord.
Back, man. But yo, man, in other baseball news, man, shout out Ohtani
Yes, sir. That angel, that
Talk
walking
about-
angel.
So,
from Japan.
Who had a week? He had a major week.
He flew here. He flew here on his wings.
Ohtani, man, ripping them and dealing them and sitting them down and standing them up
And smacking home runs.
everything,
Not pitching.
everything,
Getting the W when you do
everything.
pitch.
The man has
And
had,
he's in the home run derby.
yes, yeah. So he's officially announced home run derby. The man smacked like 7 home runs in like 9 days,
Facts.
and 2 of those days he like play because he pitched. Whatever.
No, he been killing. He had a week, like almost for like this
In
6-game stretch.
in that-
the one game that he pitched, all the other 5 games he had home runs in.
yes, in that
So it's,
run
like,
he
crazy.
has like a 2.25 ERA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's doing his thing, man. Something that we haven't seen
Wheeling,
probably since
dealing, and
since
swinging
Babe
and dealing.
Ruth, and I guarantee you right now, there ain't nobody alive right now that's probably seen what Babe Ruth did and is now seeing what Ohtani did.
Yep.
Ohtani
Or
is really
could
on
be
some legendary shit
You
right
know,
now,
someone
y'all.
that can speak and talk
He's
about it.
getting there. He's definitely
Tru-
getting there.
Trust me, I know.
And not
You
only
don't-
that, he might potentially be one of the best angels of all time. You know, he could. That's another one right there. Like,
I'm not even gonna say it.
what?
Yo, tune into Angel games, y'all. I know nobody wants to look at Los Angeles Anaheim games, but Ohtani is a monster. Like, Trout is definitely a monster too, but Ohtani is doing something special that is literally once in a lifetime. I don't think he is the best angel of all time yet, all right, because he is somebody that is injury prone since he came to the major leagues. So let's wait on that. Let's take a pause on that there, Ant. All right? Acid Ant. Always tripping about something, this guy.
And acid.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But
acid.
yeah, I mean, I would love for him. Like, he really is on a quick road. He found the fast route to being the best angel of all time and probably one of the best players to ever touch the field if he could continue to do what he's doing at this historical rate without getting injured.
Well-
Like, so that is very, very possible.
Yeah. You
This
just
is-
gotta do it.
Bro, he's on a sick like trade.
He's on a
Like
sick
on some
pace.
Tatis shit.
Mhm.
On some Tatis number shit he's doing right now.
Word.
You know?
I would like to see Tatis in the home run derby.
Tatis.
That'd be
sick.
nice.
That would be very
Tatis.
sick.
Tatis and Ohtani. Because we're not
See?
going to get Judge and we're not going to get Vlad Guerrero Jr. So if we could get those two, that'd be nice.
Keep
Word.
Jones happy with that, please.
Thank you.
If you guys are listening,
Oh,
the
shout
MLB is
out
listening.
Barucci on the check-in.
What up, y'all?
He battle rapper, man. He been doing his
Jones
thing.
wants
Follow him.
Vladdy. All right.
Vladdy ain't
Wants
doing it no
Vladdy
more.
Jr.
He went already, man. He went.
Word.
He lost against Alonzo, baby. Mets, Queens. You already knew what time it was. Queens. Word,
I'm
man.
not talking about us. I'm not talking about our happiness. I'm talking about Jones's happiness.
No, I know, but I'm
That's
saying
what-
Vladdy said nah.
That's what
Jones,
Jones wants for
Jonesy's
Christmas.
happiness.
Vladdy said nah.
Jonesy's
But,
happiness.
yo, man, to get back with the real quick with the Yankees Rays, you know, a big reason why the Yankees jumped up is because the Rays have been losing a few in a row and shit.
Yeah, so.
I heard they called up somebody, Jones.
Yeah, they
Want to
called
enlighten the
out-
people?
Yeah, man. Wander Franco. For y'all that don't know,
Franco.
he is the.
You know the Franco name on the back of the jersey is legendary.
He's the number one prospect in baseball right now. Shortstop, switch hitting, beast, putting up hitting over 300 or over 315 in AAA.
Yeah, that's significant.
You know, so
They called him up.
yeah, he's gonna be on.
I think they.
How old is he?
I think he's
20.
Like,
I think he's 20.
yeah,
I think he's like 20.
but he's been from what I've read, he was at 16 was already the best international prospect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then at 18 was already starting to be the best prospect in the minor leagues, you know? So they've been breeding him for this for like 2 years now.
That's a power
you know?
position too.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
now
power
he's
position.
getting to the position where he's
That's
in.
the anchor. That's the anchor of the team right there. You know, like the ball always floats to the fucking shortstop.
People want to, ask questions, why bring him now? It's just a couple game losing streak. Like, understand this is the bread and butter of the Rays. They're an analytical team, heavily analytical.
Yep.
They're a budgeted team, heavily budgeted. You know what I mean? So it makes sense to call up somebody who has a high ceiling as such as Franco, and to pay him not that much. And yeah, because they did lose a couple games, and they saw the difference of what happened. You know what I mean? Of what's happening if they continue to do this with it's such a tight division. They probably had no choice and had to do it because that's what they do. They're analytical. So this is not a surprising move. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It just so happened he's the fucking number one prospect in all of baseball. That's what's scary.
He is.
That's scary.
Number one.
And, from what Jones attests to, he watched a little bit of some shit, he looks like he has a good chance of being the truth.
Yeah. No, he
Yeah, I don't want to put
he's
words in
definitely
his mouth.
game ready right now.
Yeah.
So I think that speaks a lot
So
of where they're at, and also what he could do for Tampa. So and the other part about it is also, I was just gonna say one more thing.
try to get his rookie card.
Facts. But when you have a player like this that is just coming up, you have no film on him. So right about now, he kind of has the advantage.
Oh yeah, clean slate.
Against all the pitchers, against
they gonna test
like
him.
that.
They gonna test him.
They don't know what he can hit, what he can't hit, what he can't handle, what he can't handle in terms of like breaking balls, fastballs, changeups.
What they don't know is that he hits everything.
That's what it looks
He
like.
hits everything.
That's what it looks like.
Lefty, righty, brighty. Lighty.
We got Barucci on the check in. Let's go Mets. World Series shit this year.
LGM.
Let's go. That's what he put. LGM. I mean, Barucci, I want to hear a Mets ball in your next battle. As a matter of fact, write a Mets ball in there.
Leave the body on the 7 line like we going to Shea.
It's Citi Field.
No. It's throwback, man. Come on,
I
man.
feel you.
It's throwback, boy. It's just a bar.
Nah, I feel you. DeGrom, the GOAT. I don't know. I thought you was gonna finish it. Because I don't have nothing to say about that. Because I don't know about what the Mets do. You know what I'm saying?
It's the primaries. Make sure you go out and vote.
Yeah, today. If you're a Democrat.
Whoa. Nah, we don't.
It's a Democratic
Just vote.
primary.
Just vote for who you want to vote for.
Okay. Well,
Jones
I
has to clarify. He's like, I'm
don't
not biased,
believe
bro. It's just a
that
Democratic
if you're
It's over here leading
a
ways
registered
and shit.
Republican that you're allowed to vote on the Democratic thing, but I might be wrong. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah. So before we continue, Kush, got a question for you, man. You want to get into Kush Talk right now, or you want to hold off?
We could get into some Kush Talk, man.
Let's get it.
We get into some Kush
Kush,
Talk,
you
man.
already know.
It's Kush, you already know.
Yo, man. So for Kush Talk, man, something happened, earlier this week. It was a court case with the NCAA going into the Supreme Court versus some ex-student athletes of college. Now, in a 9-0 unanimous decision, the Supreme Court voted in the favor of the athletes. What this specifically entails is that student athletes are now going to be given more educational benefits and monetary benefits towards their education. I'm going to say that specifically, towards their education, because the NCAA is basically making a lot of fucking money and not putting
Absolutely.
it back off the backs of the student athletes that are doing this. All right.
That's a fact.
Now, what this is, all right, this is not something saying that, okay, now student athletes are getting paid. However, this is the door that is open now. This is the door that is open for the future of collegiate sports, all right? People are now going to now try to push even further in terms of getting paid monetarily from third-party sources, such as sponsors, because why the fuck not? Why the fuck can Chick-fil-A not sponsor you when you have Saturday football? Why the fuck would Chick-fil-A want to sponsor the NFL when they only play on Sundays and they're fucking closed? Mm-hmm. Stupid. So stupid. But shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For example, but what a breakthrough. What a breakthrough. Just want to, if you bear with me for just a second, because I want to quote. Just want to quote this guy from the Supreme Court. But he said it's let's see right here. He basically said the fucking NCAA are thieves, man. That their infrastructure and the way they've been doing things for over 100 years would be illegal any other business entity in the country. And it's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
All right? Going against antitrust laws. And the only argument that the NCAA had was to keep amateurism. But guess what? That is not a real argument anymore. Not for the amount of money that NCAA is pulling in right now. Mm-hmm. And this is a big win for college athletes and for the future of college athletics. And I see bigger and better things happening for them because they definitely do need to be compensated. And a round of applause for that.
And it needs to be on all levels. I feel like it has to be on all levels, and it has to be evenly distributed to everybody, for every sport. You know,
Absolutely.
So what's good? And what I mean by that is, like, I understand basketball might be your biggest program in your school, and that's what generates the most money for you. So I can understand that. I get it, but don't act like
your track program doesn't
no,
matter.
or your lacrosse team doesn't matter because where your basketball team maybe gets the most press. Your
football team.
They made it. No. It could be that your lacrosse team does make this tournament and everything like that. It's just as equivalent. Yeah. It's just that not everybody wants to watch lacrosse as much as they want to watch basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like Syracuse. If Syracuse like put their focus just on their basketball program, but they also have a football program as well.
Right. No, absolutely. So I'm not gonna put all that onto the colleges because they do publicly come out and say yes. These other sports is what keeps these other sports alive in terms of monetary, you know what I mean? Funding and making this happen for a lacrosse team to fucking make it to a championship when they're not fucking heavily watched, but their fucking football team or basketball team is really nice. So it does pay for him. But this part is the individual athlete. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, their opportunity now just grew, you know? They're not now handcuffed to the NCAA's rules in terms of even scholarship. Now, once again, I want to be clear. This court has come to the decision that they do receive a percentage or a higher gain, but only towards their education. But this is just the opening of the door. This is where it's going to come down to because I can't find the quote right now, but even one of the Supreme Court justices did say that it's going to come down to college athletes being paid.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing, but basically that's what he said. To
Absolutely.
come down being paid because the NCAA is making billions.
Yeah. And all they're giving is a free education.
Right. Because guess what?
That.
What this is doing, this is targeting the 98%. Only about 2%, if that, and that might be, that might even be big. Only 2% of those college athletes make it to a professional level and then actually make a career out of it. What about the 98% of those student athletes? What about the 70% of each of those teammates that did make it to the championship with that one-star player? you know, and still made the chip and still made it happen. What's happening to them? This is their only opportunity. This is their time.
Yeah,
and you're gonna take, you know, what they could maximize away from them for what? And now I'm glad that the Supreme Court, the highest court in the United States, has realized this. Yeah, and it's only the beginning. So once again, round of applause.
I'm happy you brought that up, man, because I think the awareness not only needs to be brought to it, but I think in terms of how
For our kids' future,
some of these, you know, schools be and whatnot, you know, let's be real.
And that's Kush Talk, man.
It's Kush, you already know.
You don't know.
Yeah, done know.
Yeah, man.
I think I wanna
Get in the top 5 or
top 5. Yeah.
Jones.
top 5.
Whoop whoop. We top 10 this week actually.
Top 10.
We born to die.
Facts. We got top 10. So I think this is gonna be a good list. You know what I'm saying? This is something I had researched because something had dawned on me in terms of albums that were always talked about, that you know they were being worked on, but they never came out. Never heard of them. Never happened. And there's a list of these like hypothetical albums that
The shoulda, woulda, couldas.
well, actually, even some of them were actually completed, but
The couldas, but shouldas.
Were shelved.
never came out. Yeah, they were
Shelved
left
like my
out.
Hess trucks.
Or obviously, as I go through the list, you're gonna hear it, and there'll be a bunch of reasons as we get through it why they didn't come out,
Let's go.
or at least reasons that you could speculate. You feel me?
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna start with number 10, and number 10 it was
Yes.
supposed to be an album between Beanie Siegel and Scarface.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So now you got to think about this is probably Rockefeller at the time. You know,
Nation.
Scarface is on the Dynasty album. You know, Scarface has a good relationship with Jay-Z.
One of the best songs on the Dynasty album too.
Facts. You know, so Beanie Siegel and Scarface were supposed to have an album together called Mac and Bread.
oh,
And it never came out.
I didn't even
that
know about
sounds
that.
fire.
Yeah. Mhm.
That sounds fire.
Yeah, man.
She got me
So-
hungry.
Word. Mac and cheese and a little bread, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like, damn, imagine if that would have hit the streets. Imagine the dynamic it could have did for Rockefeller. I mean, in terms of them just maybe even being an entity still together to this day, you know? I think when you look back at Rockefeller and where they went, I think Dame Dash had a lot of creative things that he wanted to do. And I think because maybe Jay-Z wasn't completely in on it or in agreement with it, I think that caused some of the rifts within their relationship and ultimately the downfall of Rockefeller as a label.
Oh, they're still having beef and problems.
Oh, yeah, no,
Jay-
Are they really?
Jay-Z just sued Dame Dash
For the NRT thing.
Yeah, for the NFT.
NFT,
Yeah,
where it was for
Dame
giving
Dash
that-
tried to sell a Reasonable Doubt NFT, like a digital art or whatever of the Reasonable Doubt album.
And
like,
Jay-Z wanted to buy it, and you know, Dame was like, "Man, you didn't put it that. You trying to lowball me. You trying to buy it for a small amount, and it's worth way more.
Who you think wins that case?
Whoever owns it. So if
Jay-Z,
Dame Dash owns
I mean,
it,
Jay is I believe is the primary owner of
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to see. We got.
We
Well,
gotta
that's a
look that
document
up.
thing.
Yeah.
But that's not the gist of my count.
But yeah,
So
back
we can go
to
back to
Mac
it.
and
That's
Bread.
it. Yeah. So it's Beanie Siegel and Scarface. Mac
That's
and
at
Bread.
10.
That's at number 10. Number 9
Nueve.
is just another Fugees album. You know what I'm saying? So you had the score, you know, and
Clásico.
that was like multiple bangers on it, you know, and you know,
One of the greatest of all time.
yeah, like you had Lauryn Hill that could do both the singing and rapping. You had Wyclef on like just the production and rapping, and then you had Praz, who was just, you know, someone that, you know, that you couldn't take no credit from. Like he was still doing his thing too. And
Absolutely.
they all the three of them creatively together put out Masterpiece. And, you know, you just wonder if there was another one to ever come out, what it would sound like.
It's one of those like
saying?
classic cases that you think of like what if, you know what I mean, when it comes down to them, and it kind of sucks that they
never
had
put their differences aside.
Yeah, they had some sort of relationship with each other and it went sour, and you know, and I mean Lauryn Hill, I mean there's still word that like she has a secret baby from Wyclef. Like her first baby's actually Wyclef's kid and not
allegedly.
That's what I heard,
alleged babies.
And because of that they have a huge feud. Like the whole miseducation of Lauryn Hill is about Wyclef, you know what I mean? Like
at least the lost one.
Like there's a Lauryn Hill
at least they believe that's
Jr.
the whole
out
case,
there.
But it sucks that that's the case, man.
At Ocho, man.
Well, that's number 9. Number 8, and you're gonna like this one. Ghostface and MF Doom.
Wow.
Supposed to have an album called Swift and Changeable. You know what I'm saying?
That deserves a 2 to
And
12.
I mean, the Doom Starks duo, man, that's definitely what if. I mean, they apparently recorded a whole bunch of stuff together.
No, this is what it is. It's supposed to be called Swift and Changeable was the album. They have this Ghostface.
That's a fire name.
MF Doom thing, and they're very creative. They have impeccable wordplay with their rhyming.
Yeah, definitely.
They
definitely got
play
bars.
Off each other's styles.
Yeah, they
definitely
really
got
do.
bars. Yeah, no, it's a good compliment.
You're talking about like old school 70s samples. Like,
that's a good compliment of artists right there.
Old school like cartoon samples and that type of stuff. That I mean, like Ghost. I mean, Doom totally took that from Ghost. Like Ghost was the first to like start sampling, like old 70s stuff with the Iron Man album, and then Doom came in, did the same thing, and then Doom started producing for Ghost, and you know what I mean. Like they definitely placate off each other's style. You know what I mean? Like they had a great relationship.
Gotcha.
Number 7, I got Left Eye.
Okay.
Left Eye had an album supposedly called Nina, Nina.
R.I.P.
Yes, R.I.P. to Left Eye. She was supposed to be called New Identity Non-Applicable.
Wow.
And she was signed to Death Row. She had, from what I understand, an 18-track album that was set to release. Unfortunately, her untimely death, I guess, and maybe we will hear the music one day, but we haven't heard it, and I would love to know what that would have been about.
18 tracks.
Yeah, she was very woke. She was very much on some Dr. Sebi type of a thing also, you know what I'm saying? She was very much at odds and at mad with the music industry in terms of like winning all those Grammys and claiming bankruptcy and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? So I knew she had a lot to say, and a lot of people were anticipating it because there was like a little, verse with her on like, coming out on Death Row, She
has one of the craziest stories, man.
Yeah, and we never heard anything from her. Yeah, so Left Eye, number 7. Number 6, which is not going to be the last time we hear this person, but Dr. Dre and Ice Cube was supposed to have an album called Helter Skelter.
Ooh, fire.
I think this is probably after the, both of them splitting ways, not only from Ruthless Records, but also Death Row Records, So Cube was already on his own. Dr. Dre finally got away from Death Row, and they were supposed to have an album called Helter Skelter. You've seen, like, the kind of chemistry they have together on a song like, Natural Born Killers and whatnot. But, who knows what that could have been. I don't know. All of these things that I'm saying right here, there's work put in. There's recordings, except for the Fugees. I can't say that for sure about the Fugees.
No, I don't think
but for these other people on this list, there's guaranteed work, tracks,
stuff
done.
that just
definitely unreleased, unheard.
Out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is at number 6 between Dre and Cube. That who knows what that would have been. Number 5, I have another Dr. Dre, but it's with Rakim. So Rakim was supposed to have an album with Dr. Dre. The name of the album was supposed to be called Oh My God. And
Dre's supposed to have some masterpiece out right now.
Yeah, so I know for a fact work was done. I know for a fact tracks were made and produced and things of that nature. But I guess they're between their own differences amongst themselves. Like it just never came out.
Yeah,
I remember hearing it like that.
Yeah, it was about creative differences.
Creative differences. Like
they both came out and they said that they just couldn't work with each other.
Yeah, I think they both had visions of what it was supposed to be like or sound like or things of that nature, and it just didn't mesh well.
I think
there was definitely records recorded.
Yeah,
but
when you work with
there had to be.
Yeah, when you work with Dre, you make certain sacrifices. Facts. You know what I mean? Right. Like you have to deal with someone that is trying to make everything perfect, like a perfectionist. So you're going, everything that you say, you do is going to be torn apart. You know, so like you have no creative control, and then when he's behind the deck, like your song is going to take days to record, most likely, because it's Dre. You know, and he's going to want you to come in and he's going to want you to stay for days and days and days and working on one song.
And that's probably not Rakim's stilo.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't even sound like that. Like, that's not Rakim at all.
Exactly. Rakim is probably a one and done dude. It's the same thing. Like, why haven't we never seen sorry guys. No, why haven't we ever seen a Jay-Z and Dre song? You know what I mean? And I think
only
that's
still DRE.
You know what I mean? Like, probably, yeah, they have probably like one song together or whatever it may be.
No, they got a couple of songs, The Watcher, but it's more like, Dre's producer. The Still DRE, Jay wrote for Dr. Dre.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That I understand about ghostwriting, but like,
and then you
like,
got
talking about like one and done people. Like,
no,
there's
but
people that like record and they record it once and that's it. It's done. You know?
Yeah, nah. He definitely got like 3 tracks with Dre, Jay-Z. You know.
Word, man.
And then all right, so that was what, number 5, correct?
Yep. We're on 4.
All right, number 4.
Cuatro.
Number 4, this is a big shout out to Kush, man. J. Cole and Kendrick were supposed to have a mixtape together. You know, so you have J. Cole and Kendrick. Both of them have publicly admitted that they have tracks together recorded. How many? We don't know. What it sounds like, we don't know.
Fire,
hear it,
we know it is.
But it was definitely supposed to be a mixtape between them. And
they waiting.
I mean, for the fans.
No, I don't think they're waiting. I think it's past.
I'm waiting, and fuck you.
No, I mean, J. Cole has publicly came out about it, and he's like, if we were five years younger, or if it was 5 years ago, and we had it all done and ready to go, then it would have came out. But that's not the case. So most of those songs have been sitting on the shelf for 10 years. You know what I mean?
No, I think it was from 2016.
Yeah,
17.
Well, but you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like they don't have the time to like sit down and record together and have the same schedule. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of work now when you're talking about like 2 of the best rappers in the game. You know what I mean? Like getting them together at the same time. You know?
Right.
Yeah. So that was number 4, and you know what? I know they are, but man, I would love to hear that.
That would be a nice surprise though. If that came out like next week, it would kill the world. Like the whole internet would stop.
If any of these come out next week, Jones Stradamus, dog. Follow me, man.
That's a fact.
I'm changing. I am no longer Ozone Jones.
That's a fact. Shout out Mitri, man.
I will
what
from
up, bro?
then on be called Jones Stradamus. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, people. I'm like fucking the hood Jesus.
And at 3?
Like I'm a prophet out here. I'm dropping balls and shit. All right, so
at
number
3?
Number 3, which is this one, really, really shocked me. Tupac and MC Hammer.
Wow.
Have an album together called Too Tight. There was a time when Tupac is on Death Row.
That's crazy.
And MC Hammer is signed to Death Row. And I think they made the album together in like with the thought process of this like unlikely duo. Like,
Yeah, that's
wow.
that's like all black like fatigues. Like
you know what
MC
I'm saying?
Hammer
The baggy
era.
pants,
Yeah,
and,
where
Thug
it's
Life
like,
and
yeah,
shit.
like
You
when
know
he
what I'm
went-
saying? With the
yeah.
overalls with
Yeah.
one strap off and shit.
He
you know
went.
what I'm saying?
He went from genie pants to
Yeah,
like
you know
black
what I'm
fatigues. You know.
Like the song had to be like too legit to get the gap, baby. Don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Thug Life, but I'll bop on you real quick. You know what I'm saying? Can't touch this. You know what I'm saying? Like
touch
that,
this.
dog. Like
Can't
crazy.
touch this.
Crazy. I can't imagine what that would sound like, dog. Like, oh man. Like, let me just get one track. Let me just hear one track.
A snippet.
Tupac and MC Hammer, dog.
Snippet.
Like, wow. That's what I'm saying.
That'd be crazy.
That's number 3. Number 2, for the 3rd time on the list, Dr. Dre, man.
Dre.
I don't know,
And we all
the
know this
Detox
one.
album.
Detox.
You know what I'm saying? This is something that's been anticipated for 20 years. And
Will it ever come out?
probably not, you know? And I remember this in history when 50 Cent signed to Aftermath Shady and that Get Rich or Die Trying came out, they're in the club, the Heat, and I believe one more track. If I seen the track list of the 50 Cent album, I'll tell you. But those 3 songs were guaranteed Dr. Dre beats that was supposed to be on the Detox album, and he let him go for 50 Cent. In the Club was supposed to be a gangbanging beat. That's what he had it for, and it wasn't like the Heat pocket and dump it. The real drama was nothing for me to ride by and blow your brain.
One of the best club joints of all time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Definitely, still to this day, gets banged in the club. Like,
of course. But that was supposed to be on the Detox album. That beats.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the lyrics of song. I don't know what it is. Yeah,
the beat,
just the beat. So, who knows if we'll ever get a Detox Dr. Dre album? And then number 1. I left this as number 1 just because of who it is.
Numero uno.
We got Jay-Z, the Notorious B.I.G.
Big.
Making an album called The Commission.
Oof.
That was supposed to be done with tracks made together in 96 and 97.
Can you believe that?
You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine?
And I don't know if it's a big thing. I mean, a Puff thing. I don't know if it's a J thing. I don't know. Who knows if I'm not even going to say it as a matter of fact because I don't even want to discredit anything.
Yeah,
I feel you. I was going to say something, but I'm not even going to say it.
I feel you on that.
Jay-Z and Big, man, The Commission, imagine.
Yeah, it's sad too because at that tail end of Big's career, Big was taking control of his own shit.
Yeah, and it looked like he wanted to get away from Puff, man.
Well, he wanted to make sure that he had his own.
What he's doing.
Yeah, his own label, his own shit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's crazy. That show been crazy.
He wanted to put on his people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's a top 10 list, man. For this week.
Top 10. We born to die.
And now,
hit it. One more time. Tres.
Love Jones
Gracias,
in the
señor.
building. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I gave you an extra one just for love.
Thank you. I felt it. I felt the love.
Love Jones, man.
So for this week on the Love Jones, because I am your relationship expert.
Relationship guru.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Kush.
Jones.
I want to bring up a situation that happens within relationships that's...
I already know what you're going to talk about.
Well, I'm just going to say it as this.
Females always got to make the mac and cheese.
Definitely not. That is not what we're talking about. Because it could be... I like the blue box. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't got to be... it don't got to be the OG shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could settle for a blue box and be mad.
I'm sorry.
Be happy with that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But it's about holding grudges in comparison to real forgiveness, man.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying?
Preach.
And what this comes down to, obviously, someone in a relationship did dirt, you know? And obviously relationships is hard. It's hard to maintain. And unfortunately, more and more nowadays, it's hard to be faithful. And what tends to happen is someone steps out or does something where their significant other or partner feels violated, you know? And once you've done something like that or destroyed the trust, it's mad hard to get back. Me, on a personal level, I will never forgive you if you cheat on me. I won't take you back. I don't care. I'm not doing it. So to the future Mrs. Jones, when you out there and you watch this shit, if you fuck up, I'm not taking you back. And I'm not going to fuck up because that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? But
confident.
I am confident because, I'm Jones. But
Jones.
Facts. So, but what I'm saying is, man, like, you can't hold on to grudges. So if that is the case and someone messed up and that's what it is, you now need to let it go. If you can't let it go, then you haven't completely forgiven them.
Sing it with me, Aunt. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
That's that Frozen,
Let it
right?
go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go. So if you can't let it go, you know, and you're gonna hold these grudges, you'll never get past and be able to move into the future, because every time if say it's me, I'll just use me as an example because obviously it's me, you know. So if I cheat on my girlfriend in the club one night, I go to the club and I do dirt, and she finds out. Now from now on, she's not gonna want to let me go to the club. But that's also not realistic. If I'm gonna go to the club, I'm still gonna go to the club, you know? But she has to be able to let that go now. She can't just think now every time I go to the club, I'm going to, you know, do dirt, you know? But at the same time, you gotta forgive me if you wanna be with me. You know? You feel what I'm saying, Kush, or no?
Yeah, but she has all right to give you shit, nigga. If you got caught up in the club.
No, I
Like, no,
no,
bro.
I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is, in order to move
No, there's
on,
no free. If you're still going to the club after she caught you being trifling at the club, nigga, you should not be going to the club. You're gonna be sus. You should. I don't give. Yeah, I'm sorry, but
No, all good. It's gonna look sus no matter what. You know, after that
yeah,
point.
bro. I'm sorry. Flip the script. You go to the club. Your shorty's there being trifling at the club. You gonna forgive her the next time she's saying she's going out to the club?
No, this is why this is me. I'm not forgiving you. I'm not taking you back. If you cheat on me, I'm done. But what I'm trying to say is, people that have been in these situations of cheating and are trying to move past in the relationship, the ultimate form of forgiveness is that. So you can't hold no more grudges. Yeah, I fucked up in the club 2 years ago. I'm going to the club now because it's my best friend's birthday. If you're still mad from 2 years ago, then you're still holding on to the grudge. And this is what I mean.
So I do feel like
I understand. Yeah, I fucked up, and next week I shouldn't go to the club. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you.
That's situational. That's an occasion. If it's your best friend's birthday and that's your shorty, and you go into the club, just know damn well your shorty going with you. So yeah, she probably won't give you shit.
I want her to go with me.
No, I'm saying she probably won't give you shit about going to the club. But I'm saying if it's like, yo Jones, come out to the club with me, bro. We about to go turn up. And your shorty's like, no, you remember what happened 2 years ago, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, she has all right to say that, bro.
No, I mean,
there is no forgiveness towards that, bro. You broke a bond.
No, okay. But what I'm trying to say is, bro, if you took me back, then there's forgiveness.
To an extent, but you have to respect the same fact of being like, you know what, maybe I should not go to the club.
All right. And then what I'm saying is, if in 2 years I've never done anything again, I've completely opened up completely. You have my email, you have my phone, you have my passwords, whatever the fuck these girls want. You know, I've given you all of it, and I've proven to you now that I'm a changed person. I'm not cheating on you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to let it go. You have to be able to forgive me. You have to be able to not hold grudges. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is, when you still hold a grudge, you'll never make it past. It's the beginning of the end from that point on. So regardless,
to a lot of sum ups of Love Jones, you know, to each his own. I just want to start off there, right? Because Jones is right. If you do choose to take somebody back, you know what I mean, you do have to have a sense of forgiveness to a point, you know, but also that person, you have to know, or should know, that other person is going to respect that they fucked up, and they'll respect you for knowing that. It has to go both ways. But guess what? If y'all just get into fights and shit because homie did fuck up fucking 2 years ago, but he's still going to the club and he acts like he gives no fucks, then shorty, you should not be with him, because that's going to make you miserable forever.
You are going to drive yourself crazy.
You're going to drive yourself crazy.
Night that he goes out and everything.
And guess
like
what?
This.
But do justice, because he's not helping his case. If he was helping his case, then that's a different story. That means y'all both working towards a bigger goal. And that is the level where I think your sense of, but you know.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you 100%. You know, that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just feel like if dirt was done and you've both decided to move past it, the only way you could really move past it is with true forgiveness.
Both sides.
On both sides, of course, where I'm now changing my ways, and you're now seeing I'm changing my ways, but you're also now starting to, I guess, let your guard down a little more, because once I've destroyed your trust, why would you wouldn't just trust me the very next day again? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to earn that back. But all I'm basically saying is, in that pursuit of trying to earn it back, if you're not gonna forgive me, there's nothing I could really earn back at the end of the day, because you are holding a grudge,
right?
And that's
right. And the individual has to realize that too for themselves and whatnot.
If anybody that was listening to this right now is in this situation, you're prolonging the inevitable.
I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and simple. Forgive or forget, and make the decision soon, because it's gonna suck.
No, it's forgive and forget. No, or forget. Well, the thing is like, you can never forget it and still forgive. You know what I'm saying?
I think you know what I meant.
I agree.
I mean, Captain Literal Man over here. I hear you. I was just making it, like, you either forgive and try to make it work, and you both forgive and go all in, or y'all forget the relationship because it's gonna make y'all miserable, because you're never gonna stop thinking about it.
Thank you for the explanation.
It's Kush, you already know.
That's what we need. So that's the end of the Love Jones. One more. Violin Jones. I feel like I really need a violin.
We'll get there.
Violins are expensive.
I think I seen one at the garage sale. We'll check the garage sale next weekend.
Check the garage sale.
I think
if they have it, I'm buying it.
Word.
Fucking buying it.
Atlantic Avenue between 91st Street and 90th Street, man. Garage sale guy. He's got Nintendo games. Go check him out.
He got everything.
He's got everything.
Free plug for the hood.
There you go.
Facts. All right, man. So that's the end of number 24, man. Kobe. 24, episode 24, man. We just want to thank everybody, man, that continues to rock with us, to continue to check in. Y'all. You could still call us up all
Grandma,
night
what
anymore,
up,
but 347-586-1676. You call us up every weekend, every show. We on it. Every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Follow me, the Jones Hour on the gram. Follow him.
Kush underscore talk underscore radio. I done know.
OG of the OGs. Yes, and we got Ant Acid in the background, man.
All links in the description, ladies and gentlemen.
Facts, man.
Down below.
Word up.
Down.
Yes, sir.
Yo, quick.
Let me play the outro. Go ahead, man.
Sure, no, just quick shout out to Moneybagz, man.
Yeah, Moneybagz, man. Download that new track called Legacy. Man. He been doing this thing for a long time, man, and he's a big supporter of us, and we a big supporter of him. Also, the warm up show. We gonna
shout out the warm up show, Jay Smooth.
He gonna be on the show. We're gonna be over there. Somehow we're gonna figure it out. But I could tell you it's gonna be the week of January 4th. So January 6th and January 8th, you might definitely see him here and might see us over there. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we're working towards. And just anybody else in general, man. We trying to build with people like. Be on the lookout, Chef Antoine. He gonna come through too. Follow him, definitely. Chef _ Antoine on IG. He'll be doing his thing.
Oh yeah, we got some fun things coming up for y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna enjoy it, man.
Facts, and another battle rapper coming through. So holla, man. Jones Hour.